Hello, everyone. Welcome to Diamond Words Podcast again and again, bringing you so much lively information. In this episode, it's going to be a little different setup. In that I want to introduce you to a very good friend of mine who's also a consultant or was a consultant in the business of beauty and injectables, also a prior hairstylist and everything again about beauty, but also part with the production within this episode that's coming to you. Her name is Codie. You've probably heard her name before. Now you get a chance to see their face behind the name. Hey, Codie.
How are you, Clarke? Thanks for having me. I'm super excited to be here with the Mr. Threads.
Mr. Threads, yes. But before we start, Codie, tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, tell me what's keeping you in this beauty industry.
I mean, I don't think there's any other industry to be in at this point. It's
all the
yeah,
way.
it's amazing. It's always growing. It's always, I'm very much a woman's woman. It's always great to be in the know in regards to the latest trends, whether that be beauty, whether that be fashion, whether that be music. I feel like it all kinds of ties in and ultimately boils down to the beauty industry. We're all
boils down to the beauty. Listen, guys, we have an interesting show for you, and it's going to be injectables around the world, looking at beauty trends per continent. Now, we may think, well, beauty is beauty and everyone, we have very similar shapes and faces around the world. That is true. But also the cultural environment also dictates the beauty. The celebrities of that continent dictates what they see as beauty, and basically what they're seeing their family members as children dictates what someone sees as beauty. And for the first continent, we're gonna dive right into Asia. That Korean, Japanese style that we hear so much about. What makes Asian beauty different than the other continents? Codie, I want you to take a stab at this. There's no right or wrong answer, but let's see. What makes someone who's Asian kind of look beautiful, attractive, intriguing?
But I would also say that we probably need to specify what part of Asia we're talking about, because there's Eastern and Asian.
Japanese, South Korean.
Okay, so West Asian.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, personally, I think in regards to, like, when I think of a Japanese woman, I think they're very elegant. The long linear lines and the clothes they choose to wear, their long necks.
Okay.
Obviously their hair is stunning. They have very beautiful skin in regards to their complexion being like even consistency. Not always, but that's just a generalization, I guess.
So a beautiful Asian face or a pretty Asian face. What is a pretty Asian face? What is a feature that sticks out to you?
Their eyes.
Their eyes.
Gorgeous.
Okay. What about the eyes? Gorgeous, yes, but what about the eyes?
They're very intense. I like a lot of people tell me I have very small eyes, right? I don't have very big convex eyes. I have more concave eyes. And to me, I like the how dark their eyes tend to be, like the shape of their eyes. I like just how striking they can be.
Right. So the eyes are very important when we are using injectables on clients. One thing, quick story is back in the day, years ago, I had this Asian patient who was having some work done, and I'm working on her forehead, her glabella zone, eyebrow lift, and a little bit under the eyes with one of my favorite fillers under the eyes. 2 weeks later, she looks amazing. She looks great.
Obviously.
She just didn't like the results. And she kept telling me, I've lost my line. And I'm like, what is she talking
about? Like
L-I-N-E? Line.
Interesting.
And then I come to find out that she's talking about how the upper lid connects to the fatty portion and the crease, how it connects to the upper eyelid. It changed her eye, in her eyes, and her culture's eyes. In my eyes, I didn't see any difference. Even on the before and after pictures, it looked relatively the same. Now, fast forward 15 years, now I see the difference.
Okay.
Because it's not, if I tell you what is beautiful about Asian eyes, okay, everyone talks about a more linear eye.
Yes, that's what I meant, linear.
Angle,
yes,
right.
exactly.
But this is a general term.
Yeah.
So much changes.
Are you talking about the crease?
Yes.
Because I do know that there is a cosmetic product.
Tape. It's
tape.
a tape.
Yeah, and they're taping to have a more prominent crease.
And it works.
Yeah, it does.
And you don't see it.
No, it looks great.
The problem with that is skin irritation from adhesive that you're using.
And it can't be that comfortable.
It can be comfortable, but it's also not good for your skin.
Yeah,
and, I will have an episode that's going to discuss, what happens when skincare goes wrong. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing where we don't want to damage our skin. Also, imagine peeling that off and you're stretching your skin every time you peel that off. You're literally damaging the microscopic fibers making up the collagen within the dermis. So that damages the eyes. But the number one thing I think about when I discuss Asian beauties, and we have the first picture here of a very beautiful Asian. She looks like a model. I don't think she's an actress, but she looks like a model, and she has these two long strands in place of the bangs. What do you call those?
And the ponytail.
And the ponytail. What do you call those in front of the face?
Those are just longer bangs.
Longer bangs. Okay.
Tundrels, like two tundrels.
Right. So when you look at her eyes, the thing that frames her eyes and the width or the horizontal effect of the eyes are two things: eyebrows and cheeks.
Yeah.
What is the number one thing you see on her cheeks? Tell me what you see on her cheeks in reference to the rest of her face.
On her cheeks?
Yes.
So
that first image, look at the width of the cheeks compared to the chin.
Oh yeah, her cheekbones definitely come out.
So you truly have that diamond type shape where it comes wider on the cheeks and very narrow on the tip. So when it comes to that Japanese, Korean style face, it's a pointier chin, right? Or more narrow chin, wider outer cheekbone.
For sure. So it's prominent here and then.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And with the older face, let's look at the second image, before and after pictures. These are not mine. These are by a company. What's that? MF. I'm not sure, but we grabbed it from online. If you look at her cheeks, you can see the same width to chin ratio. But look at the treatment that was done on her lower chin.
I mean, she's like the poster child for fillers because she looks amazing. It's such an enhancement on her chin and under her eyes.
But can you tell me what treatments were done on her?
I'll give it a go if you don't mind. Definitely filler in the
chin.
In the chin.
Got it.
Her underneath her eyes.
The tear troughs.
Troughs. Thank you.
Look at her
possibly
lips.
her nasal labial fold.
Definitely nasal labial fold. But
she definitely got filler in her lip. Definitely at least her top
100%.
lip for sure.
Okay, what else?
And maybe even, her brows look completely different. So she definitely had work done to her brows, which makes a difference.
But that looks like pencil.
Definitely, it's definitely not filler, but in a sense,
it's not filler.
And maybe some filler in her cheeks a little bit.
Yes, but you forgot her nose.
Oh, she did have that on the nose.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and honestly, maybe not even the cheeks, maybe just the nose.
Right. So she also had work done on the outer cheeks, just below the apex.
Got it.
If you look closely, you see how there's a line that's created from the outer edge of the cheeks coming straight down to the chin.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of work that was done on this girl, and does she look more beautiful because of it? Doesn't matter. What matters is what she wants, and hopefully she got what she wanted. And if it's beautiful to her, so be it. Who am I to judge? We don't judge, we just make people beautiful. That is our episode on the continent of Asia, specifically Japanese, South Korean. We're not eliminating Eastern Asia. We're going to get back to you guys because you are gorgeous. South Pacific.
Yeah,
absolutely. Oh my God. So stay tuned for our next continent, where we're going to look at the highlighted attributes that makes someone look like they're from somewhere else. And we know where it is, but what is it that makes them look that way? Stay tuned. Hey guys, if you're enjoying these videos, take a look at my new book, The Lust for Medical Beauty. This has everything you need to know about the origins of facial beauty, where it can take you, and why we need so much more. So check out Amazon #1 bestseller. It's the only place you can get it now, The Lust for Medical Beauty.